So this latest mining disaster in West Virginia is one of many. There was another recent one in China, and I think we've reached the point in our evolution where people should go to work without the fear of being killed in a horrible way. It just seems like we're ready for that as a species. And I think that mining, coal mining, it's not coincidental that it's so associated with death. Because even though there has been a recent campaign to talk about clean coal, by nature, it's about releasing toxins into the atmosphere in exchange for energy. And that clean coal, as far as I understand it, is a myth. It just seems to me as though we're ready for a greater investment and focus upon solar. There is a statistic that's something to the effect of the amount of sunlight that hits the earth in 1 hour can power the entire planet for a year. Now, of course, we're not going to be able to put solar panels up everywhere and capture every bit of it, but that shows how much power is coming this way. And if we were to, which we will eventually, colonize the moon and Mars and on, we're going to be using solar. It's about capturing what is already there, what is already clean, and converting it. So what we have to do is escape this kind of fixation with death, with different kinds of traditional kinds of source of energy, such as oil and coal and so forth, that are polluting the environment, and allow ourselves to stop seeing ourselves as dying, and in the process of dying. Fear of global warming and all of these things that contribute to this death concept. Solar can power everything. We can get electric cars that are plugged in, and the electricity that we generate from solar can power the cars, and we can have, people can get panels for their homes, or more and more there can be great fields of solar power that could be harnessed by the electrical companies and redistributed to homes through the grid. And from what I've seen, I watch different shows about alternative energy on Science Channel and things like that. The technologies are improving all the time. And when you have more and more people using a technology, then it just, the efficiency increases even more greatly. And so solar is already effective, but it's going to just get better and better and better. And you're not going to be reading headlines about 25 people at a solar panel plant were crushed today by their solar panels, or fried to death when they walked in the way of the intensified sun or something like that. It's time to shift our concept about ourselves and humanity away from death and towards life. And when we do that, all kinds of improvements in technology will reflect our fundamental concept of what this life is about. We have to let go of this idea that death is how we get to heaven. So many people believe that and have been brainwashed into that concept that has a side effect of living towards the goal of death and creating death, because that's how you feel good. You feel good when you die, because then you go to heaven. You don't have to suffer anymore in this miserable life. We have to let go of this concept of life as suffering. There is suffering, but there doesn't have to be. It can feel good, but we have to change our concepts to allow ourselves to have a good life and let go of suffering and let go of this idea that heaven is what we're waiting for, because we can have bliss on earth. We can have a peaceful and enjoyable way of being, and we can have an environment that's free of pollution, but we have to shift our focus towards solar and other alternative energies as well that don't pollute.